Welcome to Kalingo Tutorial Santikanan Lane near FM College Baleshwar. Online classroom for plus 2 science second year students.
Good morning everybody. Today we shall discuss about the value of time period in Bohr's atomic model. Last class we have discussed about the total energy, and this class we shall discuss about next is your say Bohr's atomic model. हमारा ये आसीबो एक्सप्रेशन फॉर टाइम पीरियड. Expression for time period. So as you know that already previously we discussed about Bohr's atomic model, postulates of Bohr's atomic model, then radius, expression for radius, expression for velocity, and expression for total energy. Now today we shall discuss about the time period in Bohr's atomic model. As we know that velocity is equal to displacement by time, right? Each and everybody know that velocity is equal to displacement by time. Then or which imply that time is equal to displacement by velocity. Displacement by velocity. Now we are discussing about time period. So here the equation time equal to displacement by velocity. Previously in the last class we know that in case of an hydrogen atom, this is the nucleus of hydrogen and this is electron which is revolving around the hydrogen atom with a velocity v. In first year science, we know that whenever any particle performing a circular motion, its displacement is 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the circle. Remember one thing, in this case the displacement cannot be calculated at 0. So instead of calculating 0 the displacement, we can calculate the perimeter of a circle which is known as 2 pi r. So we can write that time period equal to, but time equal to displacement is your 2 pi r, then velocity is v. Clear? So we can say that time is equal to displacement by velocity, and your displacement is 2 pi r and velocity is v. We have already discussed about the expression for radius and the velocity. The final formula of radius is given by n square s square epsilon naught by z pi m e square. This is the expression for what? Radius. Now comes to expression for velocity. The expression of velocity is given as v is equal to z e square by 2nh epsilon naught. Z e square by 2nh epsilon naught. This is the place of radius and this is the place of velocity in this equation. And we calculated previously the value of radius is m square s square epsilon naught by z pi m e square, and the value of velocity we calculated z e square by 2nh epsilon naught. Now putting this value in this equation, we can find that time equal to 2 pi into r n square s square epsilon naught by z pi m e square divided by velocity value z e square by 2nh epsilon naught. We have to solve this equation. Then your equation becomes 2 pi n square s square epsilon naught by z pi m e square into z e square into 2nh epsilon naught. 2nh epsilon naught. Now the solution of this equation becomes 2, 2, 4. Then this is 1 pi. 1 pi here. We can cancel this pi. Then comes to n square n q, s square h q, and epsilon naught square. Then here we can say that z square. Then comes to single m. We can write m and e square e to the power 4. This is the solution of the time period. We can find that for n q h q epsilon naught square z square m e 4. So we can write that the time period is given by for n q h q epsilon naught square divided by z square e4 and m. This is the expression for time period in the Bohr's atomic model. This is the expression of time period in the Bohr's atomic model. Now, after time period, we shall discuss about the frequency. After time period calculation, we shall discuss about the frequency. Now, we shall discuss about frequency. Then next come to expression for frequency. Expression for frequency. Expression for frequency. Right. Frequency has two definitions, which was already studied in the first year. First definition is the number of oscillation performed by the oscillating particle per unit time is known as frequency. This is known as the qualitative definition of frequency. Another definition is quantitative definition, and we can say that the quantitative definition of frequency is the reciprocal of time period. Frequency is defined as the reciprocal of time period. So we can say that frequency is the reciprocal of time period. So here time period is given as for n q h q epsilon naught square divided by z square e for m. So we can calculate frequency, or which implies that frequency is equal to reciprocal of time period for n q h q epsilon naught square by z square e for m. Then we can say that z square e for m by for n q h q epsilon naught square. So we can find that frequency is equal to z square e for m by for n q h q epsilon naught square. This is the final expression in the Bohr's atomic model. So Bohr's atomic model, in this Bohr's atomic model, we have discussed about postulates of Bohr's atomic model, number 1. Number 2, radius of the hydrogen atom, velocity, then total energy, then time period, then frequencies. These are the things which is included in the Bohr's atomic model. Previously, we studied about the Thomson's atomic model and the Rutherford scattering experiment. In this case, we find a common drawbacks, that is, no one can able to explain us how the hydrogen spectrum, how the hydrogen atom emits line spectrum. गोटे हाइड्रोजन एटम केमिति गोटे लाइन स्पेक्ट्रम बा स्पेक्ट्रल लाइन को एमिट करे केबे भी से कथा मते थॉमसन किंबा रदरफोर्ड कहि पारी नथिले. तो रिगार्डिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट, हाउ an hydrogen atom emits line spectrum or spectral line, here Bohr solved this drawbacks. Then comes to line spectrum emitted by hydrogen atom. Before this line spectrum or spectral series, we can solve a solution which is now we will discuss about the line spectrum emitted by the hydrogen atom. Lines spectrum, or some book you can find the spectral lines emitted by H atom, which means emitted by the hydrogen atom, right? এই যে হাইড্রোজেন এটম কেমতি গোটে লাইন স্পেক্ট্রম को एमिट करूची बा लाइन स्पेक्ट्रम निजो पाखरु से केमति एमिट करूची से विषय आमे पे देखियो. बोर्स रो चतुर्थ पोस्टुलेट थिला ए जेते एनर्जी एमिशन करा होतला से एनर्जी एमिशन ले कोन आमे पे पाइथिले. देखो, we can find that from postulate 4 we know that E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu. पाइथिले हमने E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu, where E2 is known as E2 is equal to energy of higher orbit and E1 is equal to energy of lower orbit. तो एनर्जी रे वैल्यू हमें पाइथिले पर h is known as Planck's constant and nu is known as frequency. ଆଉ En रो वैल्यू हमें पाइथिले En equal to or total energy is equal to minus me4 by 8 n square s square epsilon naught square. तो E2 minus E1 सेमते हमें करिवा बे वैल्यू पुट कर E2 जगह रे केते करिवा minus me4 by 8 n2 रो स्क्वायर means E2 अछि माने एठी हम केते न n2 रो स्क्वायर into a square epsilon naught square minus E1 minus of me4 divided by 8 n1 square s square epsilon naught square is equal to h nu. कारण केवल n2 और n1 में इथमे लिखिली n2 n1 हमर सब ऑर्बिट ऊपर डिपेंड करे. फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट सेकंड ऑर्बिट ए सब ऑर्बिट ऊपर हमर n2 और n1 लो डिपेंड करे. और जति की रेस्ट ऑफ क्वांटिटी सब हैला कोन हमर कांस्टेंट जेथरे की मास ऊपर कांस्टेंट चार्ज ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉन बाय e ऊपर कांस्टेंट 8 is a numerical constant and h is Planck's constant and epsilon naught is a constant. To solve this equation we can find that minus me4 by 8 n2 square s square epsilon naught square plus me4 by 8 n1 square s square epsilon naught square is called h nu. To solve this equation we can write that me4 by 8 n1 square s square epsilon naught square minus me4 by 8 n2 square s square epsilon naught square. We can say that this is equal to h nu. Now ଏବେ ଆମେ common କିଛି ତାର ମାନିବା ଆମେ ଏଠି ଲେଖିପାରିବା which implies that h nu equal to common कोन नेबी me4 by 8 s square epsilon naught square common आनिले लिखबी 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. अच्छा फर्स्ट ईयर हमें जानी चाहिए किछि पाठ स्पीड ऑफ लाइट by velocity of light in vacuum which is known as c equal to frequency into wavelength. C is called nu into lambda. Here we can find mu, then we can write that mu is equal to c by lambda. The nu is equal to c by lambda. Put this value, we can write that h c by lambda is equal to me4 by 8 s square epsilon naught square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Then we can write this from this equation. We can say that এই ইকুয়েশনটা আমি পাইবো কোন পাইবো sc by lambda is equal to me4 by 8 s square epsilon naught square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. এই c টা को एबे मल्टीप्लाई करो हम केमति लिखि परिबा c टा को मल्टीप्लाई करे और व्हिच implies that h by lambda is equal to me4 by 8 s square epsilon naught square into c और 1 by n1 square minus के तो 1 by n2 square. Then multiply h here, we can find that 1 by lambda is equal to me4 by 8 h cube. This is multiplied by here 8 h cube epsilon naught square into c 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. এই যে টার্মটা আমি দেখিলে me4 by 8 h cube epsilon naught square into c, this term is known as Rydberg constant. This term is known as Rydberg constant and which is written as capital R. This is known as Rydberg constant and represented by capital R. So we can write that 1 by lambda is equal to R into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. So where Rydberg constant capital R is equal to me4 by 8 h cube epsilon naught square into c. This is known as Rydberg constant. तो आमे एबे फाइनल फार्मूला में पाइले एठो एई जगह और व्हिच implies that 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. এই ফর্মুলারু आमे स्पेक्ट्रल सीरीज एबे सब ड्रॉ करबा जे हाइड्रोजन एटम जे स्पेक्ट्रल लाइन बा स्पेक्ट्रल सीरीज सब एमिट करूची एई फार्मूला रो आमे सब एबे कैलकुलेट करबा जे को लाइंस ऑफ स्पेक्ट्रम हाइड्रोजन एटम टा गुटे हम पाखु से कोन करूची एमिट करी जाउची। प्रथम सीरीज जोटा हाइड्रोजन स्पेक्ट्रम एमिट करे ताकू ही पिला माने कहा जाए लेमन सीरीज। ए इक्वेशन रे देखो दुईटा एनर्जी वैल्यू अछि गुटे n1 अछि आ गुटे n2 अछि। ए n1 और n2 बा हायर एनर्जी बा लोअर एनर्जी रो वैल्यू हिसाब रे आमे सब सीरीज स्पेक्ट्रम बा लाइंस एटम जो हाइड्रोजन एटम जे लाइन स्पेक्ट्रम ड्रॉ करूची से विषय हमें पाइला। फर्स्ट सीरीज हला लेमन सीरीज। देन फर्स्ट हमर आसीबो लेमन सीरीज। First series in case of hydrogen spectrum is known as Lehman series. Lehman series. First series is here known as Lehman series. कथा हुए को Lehman series में देखो जतरे गोटे इलेक्ट्रॉन टा हायर एनर्जी लेवल मींस सेकंड ऑर्बिट लोअर एनर्जी लेवल मींस फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट को जंप करियो। जतरे गोटे इलेक्ट्रॉन गोटे हायर एनर्जी लेवल लो लोअर एनर्जी लेवल को जंप करियो मींस सेकंड ऑर्बिट रो फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट को जंप करिवो सेते बेले कोन हबो जो सीरीज टा को से एमिट करे ताकू ही हम कहिबा लेमन सीरीज। तो whenever an electron jumps from higher energy level this is your n2 is equal to 2 3 2 lower energy level means n1 is equal to 1 जतले गुटे इलेक्ट्रॉन टा सेकंड ऑर्बिट रू फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट को चिला मारे then the line spectrum emitted is known as Lehman series. जतले गुटे इलेक्ट्रॉन टा हायर एनर्जी लेवल मींस n2 रो वैल्यू 2 रू लोअर एनर्जी लेवल मींस n1 रो वैल्यू हला 1 को जंप करे सेतेले कोन होबो जो सीरीज टा से एमिट करिवो ताकू हमें को ताकू को हमें लेमन सीरीज। देखो लेमन सीरीज बा जो कोनोसी सीरीज होता दुईटा कैलकुलेशन अछि फॉर लॉन्गेस्ट वेवलेंथ एंड फॉर शॉर्टेस्ट वेवलेंथ। फर्स्ट कैलकुलेशन रखेगा फॉर longest wavelength रे हमें कोन लिखियो हमें जानि छे 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by n1 लो स्क्वायर minus 1 by n2 लो स्क्वायर। हमें कोन कहले जतले गुटे इलेक्ट्रॉन टा हायर एनर्जी लेवल मींस n2 रो वैल्यू 2 रू स्टार्ट हो माने सेकंड ऑर्बिट 2 3 एमती हे जिवो रू n1 मींस लोअर एनर्जी लेवल प्रथम लोअर एनर्जी लेवल माने फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट n1 1 को जंप करे सेतेले जो सीरीज टा से एमिट करे ताकू कहा जाय लेमन सीरीज। तो एबे हम कोन लिखिबा 1 by lambda is equal to r into n1 बदले n1 रो वैल्यू पकेबो 1 लो स्क्वायर माइनस n2 जागर n2 रो वैल्यू पके 2 रो स्क्वायर भले टिके बुझितबो जते बेले सेकंड रो फर्स्ट को इलेक्ट्रॉन टा जंप करछि सेकंड रो फर्स्ट को सही जगह जो सीरीज टा हमें पाउचे ताको हमें कहूचे कोन लेमन सीरीज। तो यार कैलकुलेशन केते आसीबो 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4 2 रो स्क्वायर है 4 और which imply that 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4 is equal to r into your LCM is 4, this is 4 minus 1 is equal to 3r by 4 or which imply that 1 by lambda is equal to 3r by 4. This is the expression for longest wavelength. Then we can write that lambda is equal to 4 by 3r. Lambda is equal to 4 by 3r. एटा longest wavelength पाई आ गुटे कैलकुलेशन अछि for shortest wavelength. कोन अछि for shortest wavelength. मने रखियो पिला माने सब बेले for shortest wavelength. शॉर्टेस्ट वेवलेंथ पाई हमर ए n2 रो वैल्यू सबु जगह रे सबु सीरीज रे इनफिनिटी होय। शॉर्टेस्ट वेवलेंथ पाई n2 रो वैल्यू इनफिनिटी हो। देन हियर n1 इक्वल टू कोन 1 देन 1 बाय लैम्डा रो वैल्यू केते आसीबो 1 बाय लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू r into 1 by n1 रो स्क्वायर माइनस 1 by n2 रो स्क्वायर or which implies that 1 by lambda is equal to r n1 hela 1 रो स्क्वायर minus infinity 1 by infinity and 1 by infinity is your 0. Then we can find that 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by 1 or which implies that 1 by lambda is equal to your r or which implies that we can find that 1 by lambda is equal to r. सब बेले शॉर्टेस्ट वेवलेंथ पाई n2 रो वैल्यू का इंफिनिटी हो। शॉर्टेस्ट वेवलेंथ पाई n2 रो वैल्यू केते हो इंफिनिटी हो। ये थिला लेमन सीरीज। लेमन सीरीज रे हम कोन पढिले जेतेले गुटे इलेक्ट्रॉन टा हायर एनर्जी लेवल मींस n2 रो वैल्यू सेकंड ऑर्बिट लोअर एनर्जी लेवल मींस n1 रो वैल्यू द फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट होबो। जेतेले गुटे इलेक्ट्रॉन टा सेकंड ऑर्बिट रु फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट को जंप करूची देन सही क्षेत्र रे जो सीरीज टा एमिट होउची ताको हमें कहूचे लेमन सीरीज।